Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So today, another maintenance is passed, meaning I have another maintenance update video for you guys today. But before we jump to that, if you're new here, as always, my name is Chrono. I'm going to cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate a subscribe as we're going towards that 10K mark, hopefully, by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So here we are over on the NGS page. In case you're new to these and you're asking yourself, why would I listen to this guy read me this information? You're absolutely right. You don't have to. So all you gotta do is head over to ngs.pso2.com, scroll on down, look for the articles that have a little red dot, and just click them. Check them out. They're usually the ones that are actually important. Or you can check them out from the video description if you want to go ahead and wait for us to release these videos, but you don't have to. You can always grab this information as soon as it's available. So to start things off, we have the update details. The Nameless City update is here. I swear, like, I've been thinking this is coming out for the past 3 weeks and it's finally out here. So we've got the Nameless City update. Super awesome. New district has been added into rotation. We'll take a look and see how that works out here in just a moment when we get in game. And we have, of course, the Gigantic's Ruinous boss enemies that'll also appear, as well as Mars battery chargers and photon boost crates. So we'll be able to use our photon boards as well as a lot more Mars while we're fighting all these enemies in Nameless. Meaning I feel like the Garminate HUD combo is going to get a lot more use in this situation itself, unless, you know, people start blasting things from the other side of the room with Hydra. We also have our new 11 stars Exelio weapons are going to be out. Now we don't know the strength of these weapons just yet. We'll be covering that in tomorrow's video, I believe. So look forward to that. We'll be checking out exactly how strong these weapons are comparatively to the weapons we currently have, and if we'll be jumping into these immediately or if we'll just be stacking these up and saving them for a while. We also have the treasure chest has come back. So we have the treasure chest with coins. It's got some pretty cool stuff in it. We've got some camos. We have some things maybe that you might have missed that you didn't get a chance to grab a hold of. They will be available for you here. So also some base items. So it's pretty dope here. In case you just haven't gone back to base game, having an interesting going back to base game, we get them. Some of those base items do pop up here for you. As well as the Cosmic Strikeforce Scratch. Now this is a pretty cool one. I actually do like this one quite a bit. The baseware is I thought I liked this more looking at it originally, but the legs are kind of weird. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about this when I get in game. So we'll experiment with this a bit more once they become a lot more available later in the day, likely on stream. So we'll figure out that outfit in a little bit. But Skulls covers these in more detail, so I'll be leaving a link over to her video where she'll be covering the AC Scratch. You guys can check that out from her. But pretty cool stuff. That Gunslinger dash though, man. One of these days we're gonna get a Soaring Blade idle and dash, and I'm gonna be looking forward to it, man. Let me tell you. Now this is the first month coming up of our new PSO2 day, so there's a couple of things to mention here, and hopefully they mention it here as well, so I can go over, because there was something I missed the previous time that we covered this. So the 1st and 21st of every month is going to be PSO2 day, as opposed to it being like the 22nd, where it starts on the 1st and goes to the 3rd and starts on the 21st, goes to the 23rd. They're just doing it straight up the 1st and the 21st, and it's going to be 3 days each time. They also show that they're changing these up, so they're going to have these gifts here, but you have additional gifts as well, and some extra bonuses, which is pretty freaking dope. Of course, we have the limited tasks that will be normal. Those are not going away. Those are not changing. And then PS2 exclusive items set on sale in the AC shop. Interesting. So there's going to be some PS2 exclusive stuff you can purchase from the AC shop. Oh, I'm getting extra Rappy Fritters that way. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is like permanent or if this is just... Oh yeah, no, this is permanent. It looks like the 1st and the 3rd of each month. Hang on. MM1 and MM4. Weird. Maybe just going on during PSO2 day. Not sure how that works out. Duration will differ for each sale. I'm not sure what this is supposed to actually mean. Either way, no big deal. A Rewind Collection AC or Revival AC Scratch Take will be made available on the 1st day of each month in celebration of PSO2 day. The content will change every month, so make sure to keep a close eye on it. It's going to be a specialized Revival AC Scratch. They're going to turn it into more of a consistent thing. Let me see if I can find where this gets mentioned here. So hold on just a moment. I don't think I see it here, but let me see if I can find it in the other article. All right, it took me a little while to find, but I did go ahead and find it. So in the revamp of PS2 article, this is something that I personally missed. Didn't even realize it was a thing just because of how often I get like a bunch of other stuff. So it kind of just got mushed into everything else. But in this article, it says what's more, to coincide with this change, once a month special login gifts campaign will be integrated into PSO2 Day. So apparently people saw this and they're thinking this means that this is going away. What this reads as and what the wording is used, I mean, granted, PS2 is very specific in particular about the wording. Everyone always kind of gets up in a fuss about these sort of things. And then if we take things exactly as it says it, we end up finding out it's exactly what they say it is. So I would recommend taking it as it's written here. But what this reads as is that it will just be rolled into the actual bonuses, meaning we'll be getting all of this plus the once a month special login gift stuff along with it at the same time. Since it'll be coming out at the same time, they're just not going to separate them anymore. And that is a 15-day, 15 days of mission or of material storage and color change passes every single month, which I was unaware this is even a thing, to be honest. I didn't even recognize it, to be perfectly honest, since I'm so used to getting a bunch of other rewards and they just kind of all blur together. So this means that free-to-play has had access to material storage at least half the month, every single month. So this just means that you guys definitely have plenty of material storage that you're going to be able to have access to overall, with the 15 days plus the 5-day material storage use here and the extra 5 days that you'll get during the second half of PSO2. So like you have plenty. You have 25 days of free material storage. It's only 5 days that you won't have material storage. You basically don't have to buy it. More or less, you just don't have to worry about buying it. So you will be good to go. You'll not have any problems, anything along those lines. And like I mentioned beforehand, this just reads as they're going to be integrating it overall, which that's what integrating means. Doesn't mean that replacing or getting rid of. It means it's being rolled directly into those bonuses. So I wouldn't worry too much about these going away. But if that does change, I'll be more than happy to recant and update this information. So just keep an eye out in the video description in case anything does change. All right, moving over, we have Cosmic Strikeforce. So the new AC scratch. Again, Spill's going to cover this more in depth over on her channel. I'll be leaving a link in the video description over to there. But we're just taking a look really quick at some of the stuff here. Base wear is looking all right, man. I do like the top portion of the base wear. I kind of wish it was an innerwear, to be perfectly honest, because I don't know if I like the full base wear just yet. The jacket's not bad either. I think this is actually not a bad look. This is actually pretty cool. Pretty solid look. Weapon display, of course, gunslinger, idle, move, dash, and all that good stuff. So my gunners out there, you guys are going to have a ball with this scratch. It's gonna be pretty dope for you guys. Hopefully Soaring Blades gets a scratch pretty soon, one of these days, but we'll have to see, or at least the other weapons in general. The hairstyles are looking pretty dope. Nothing too crazy that I need to like freak out over. The mask looks pretty cool. Fang print mask looks pretty dope as well. Ooh, the double lip rings left and right. We might have to pick those up. Not that I will specifically use them, but they could be of use in certain fashions. So definitely gonna have to pick those up. And that's pretty much all I care about from this scratch. Now let's take a look at the event schedule, make sure there's nothing else we're missing. So we can see that PSO2 Day is going to be the first and the, does it not? I can't see further on. Yeah, but it starts on the first this time around at 4 a.m. instead of starting on the first at like 8 p.m. or something weird like that. And it's going to go all the way straight up to the 4th actually at reset. So technically it goes on more than 3 days. It goes on like what, 3.5 days, 4 days, something like that. So that's pretty cool. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Nothing else seems to be ending or starting up. It just looks like the Shangri-La Frontier collab will be ending on the 17th of next month. And then everything else seems to be going on for quite some time. Everything else is showing to be determined, basically meaning that it's going on indefinitely. We also have the headline announcement. The headline will be going live on the 3rd of next month. I'm going to take a look really quick into the description to see if there's anything important we need to know about here. So in this update, we'll be sharing information about version 2 updates. In this update, we'll be sharing about updates. Nice. Scheduled for release in September, and the latest collabs along with some videos. Finally, get the answers to your comments and questions as well as a message from the development team during our operation report segments. Okay, so nothing going to be super surprising here. It's going to be basically what we've seen is supposed to show up from the roadmap is what I'd imagine. Usually if there's anything like off the wall, anything extra, they'll note it in here and we'll see it like, you know, hey, you're going to see a teaser for this or a video about this, so on and so forth. If it's not here, then I wouldn't expect to see it. So probably going to be pretty straightforward headline, nothing too crazy. Basically just be seeing whatever we have noted for September maybe something else sprinkled in that we weren't expecting. We'll have to see how that goes. But that's pretty much everything on the site. Let's go ahead and pop into game and make sure we haven't missed anything there. All right, here we are in game. You can see a big old pop-up of all the important stuff. I like they're doing this more often, but they should probably update this to the recent stuff. We can go ahead and check out our mail. We've already taken care of that. Of course, people have already updated our mag for us as soon as they've logged in. So thank you guys for taking care of that over here at Clock Tower. Campaign detail stuff, so we can see compensation stuff for a drop rate. We like to see it. And also compensation for the star gems we talked about. We can pop in. Oh yeah, let's go take a look at how Nameless is actually set up. I was actually curious about that because I wasn't 100% sure. The way they phrased it in a way that that it's going to be separate. All right, so let's take a look here really quick and see. So taking a look at Nameless. No, it does look like it's all one quest. No separation here. We do see the Exelio weapons. You can see one of everything. We can kind of see what they look like. So that's pretty dope. The Exelio blades look amazing. Hold on, those look sick. Okay, so you can see all the weapons. Anything else change here? No, everything else looks to be the same. I'm actually kind of curious what the Exelio CV is gonna look like, because if the blades look this cool, man, maybe the CV looks sick. And if these drop often enough, we could just farm for the CV until we get it and then build off of that. That'd be pretty cool. Let's make sure there's nothing else that we're missing. I'm gonna look around really quick and I'll be back to you guys in a sec. I'm gonna say it, man, if they would have put a hood on this outerwear, it would have been peak. If this would have just had a little hood on the back of it, that would have been absolutely perfect. It's still good. It's still very good, but it would have been absolutely peak if it had a hood. You know, maybe I'm weird about this. It could just be me personally, but I don't like the fact that there's only a dash for this and an idle and not a glide. So my dash is going to have red photons, but my glide is going to have like blue photons, because the regular one, if you go back here, we look for the glide's have blue photons, and it also is going to be a weird, like a different gun. The EX version has like the silencer on it, and this one just has the regular gun. Oh no, I'm weird about that sort of stuff. The large boss LTQ is indeed gone, so that 16-man all ship LTQ has disappeared, unfortunately. They also have not snuck in any extra all ship matchmaking for the bosses, so unfortunately, still the only major boss that is all ship match made is Dalian. We take a look at, of course, Aegis as well as Solus. They are still single ship, which is very, very sad. We do have a limited task for what looks like an augment transfer pass vouchers in Nameless, so I'm assuming that this will complete and maybe give us a new one. If it's only this one, that's going to be kind of lame. We'll have to see how this goes, since it's set up to go all the way until the beginning of, not next month, but the month after, so the beginning of October. But there's, of course, the titles, which I'm actually going to check and see if the title's updated. I don't see a new title here, though I have not gotten all the titles from Nameless in the first place, so I got to farm, of course, Nameless enemies to get my titles to begin with. But if this continues, please let me know. For anyone else who had already farmed out all of the enemy kills in Nameless City, but we'll have to get working on that today. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of that today on stream with Skulls. So in case you guys want to get some Nameless farm in, by all means, feel free to join us. We'll be doing a ton of that today. And we can already start to see the Exelio weapons pop up on the shop. So when there's upgraded ones, we can take a look at the potential. It looks like it is going to be 41% potency and 10% photon blast gauge. Okay, so building photon blast faster and then 41% potency. But with the Exelio sword showing up here, we can actually see, because this is plus 90, you can see it's full raw attack. It is 1154 with potential of 41%, meaning that it is still technically going to be weaker than our current weapons. So our wingguards are still useful. This is why I mentioned to hold on and wait until the weapon came out before you decide if you're going to be upgrading to it. So we'll likely go ahead and stack up our weapon and wait until the October update before we decide to go ahead and jump over to that. And I think that covers everything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, sub if you want to keep up with more. Thanks to the channel members. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And for today's question of the day, because I feel like we haven't asked it yet, and that's very strange to me. What class do you guys play? What's everyone's main? Everyone knows I main Bouncer. It's what I've played for the longest time. Technically, I would say I main Soaring Blades over I main Bouncer, because if any other class got Soaring Blades, I'd probably also try that class out to see if I liked it more. But what is your main class? What is your preferred weapon? So on and so forth. Either way, take care, my friends. Peace out.